going to do that and qualify for the Olympia this year and be on that Olympia stage. What is it going to mean to you to be on the Olympia stage?
That's a dream come true, man. Ever since I picked up a dumbbell and got into bodybuilding, I've always aspired to look like those Olympia competitors and step on that stage one day when my competitive career began in 2014. So making it to the Olympia stage is a huge milestone. It's a dream come true.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord, and I'm with Cody Drobart, my old pal, my old competition buddy from the CBBF Nationals days back in the day. And I used to compete with Cody on stage in classic physique. And man, it's great to have you on the show, full circle, having you on my show. And so thanks for being on the show. We're here at the Gym Culture Show in Langley, BC. And Cody is a main guest featured here at the show. And I got to grab him here and take him off stage and do this interview with him real quick. So a few questions for you, Cody. You're prepping for which show this year? And how many weeks out are you?
So we're running the gauntlet a little bit this year. So I'm doing the first 3 212 shows right out the gate. So I'm 6 weeks out from the New York Pro, May 18th. I'll be heading to Toronto after that for the Toronto Pro Show June 9th. And then after that, we'll be heading down to Florida for the South Florida Pro, which is actually a new 212 show. And that's June 22nd. So we got about 3 shows in a 5-week time span.
And obviously the goal is to qualify for the Miss Olympia this year.
Yes, that is correct. So the pro debut season was 2022. Very, very good first year on the stage as a pro.
Remind us of your placing.
So I did the Tampa Pro where I got 4th. That was actually an Olympian, or that was an Olympia lineup. I was the only one in that first call out that wasn't an Olympian. So that was a really good feeling. I picked Tampa in Texas because I knew the caliber was going to be deep. I knew a lot of guys were coming, so I really wanted to know where I stood amongst those that higher caliber of athletes. So we got 4th in Tampa, and then we went on to Texas. I placed 2nd in Texas the following week next to Kareth Baggio, who was actually the defending champ for New York this year. So, and then I came and did the Van City Showdown here in BC in October. I came in a little bit off for that show, but we still managed to walk away with the 2nd place.
So after you finished competing in 2012, you took some good time off. And what did the judges say you needed to work on that you're working on now?
So the feedback was very positive. Tyler Mannion was the head judge at both Tampa and Texas. And the feedback that he gave me, basically, he liked my shape, my symmetry, proportions, posing and presentation. He gave me props for my conditioning as well. He basically just said I needed to get a little bit bigger. So that's like the bodybuilding curse. We're always chasing a little bit more size. And that was just it. Basically just an even distribution of some more tissue. So I took 2023 off. I had 2 surgeries, so I had a hernia repair done, and then I had a little bit of gyno tissue that I wanted to get removed. The judges hadn't said anything to me, but I was aware of it, so I wanted to get rid of it. So, and then I also got married. So 2023 was a big year for me for personal reasons. And then which leads me to this year. So I said to Nicole, being that I was getting those 2 surgeries done, we have to get married this year. We had been engaged for about 5 years. So I said the wedding has to get done this year because I'm hitting the ground running from 2023 on. So
that's awesome. And then, so training mode now, what's your current diet look like? How much cardio are you doing? What are your macros leading into the show?
So we actually just made quite a few changes before I flew down here this weekend. Up until now, I had only been doing 20 minutes of cardio. We haven't touched a low. So Neil Hill and I, Coach Hill, we do carb cycling. So I rotate through a low carb diet, a baseline, as well as a high day. We haven't touched any low days yet, but we just did make some fabrications. So I was eating 7 meals a day. We reduced the volume down to 6, so now I'm eating 6. We did drop some fats, so steak and whole eggs from meal 1 was removed. We replaced a fatty fish meal, so a salmon meal for some white fish. And then that 7th meal had some almond butter in there as well, which is now gone completely. So fat reduction was quite a bit, and then just some slight carb manipulation as well. I was 226 and a half at about 8 weeks out. So now sitting 6 weeks out. Last time I weighed myself before I came here, I was 219.7. So we're rolling now.
I was going to ask you, what did you weigh in 2022 on stage?
So actually, for the Tampa show, a lot of people thought I was heavier. I weighed 199. which leaves me about 13 pounds to grow into the 212 division yet. So at 7 weeks out this year, I was exactly 11 pounds heavier than I was in 2022 at 7 weeks out. So this year, I figure we'll probably land around 207 on stage, which will be about 8 pounds of tissue since 2022.
So I got to say, with having that amount of size with your structure, because you have a classic physique structure, right? But now you're in the 212, right? And you got the tiny waist, you can do the vacuum. I think, in my opinion, if you nail it and the glutes are shredded, you brought shredded glutes before, that you can win a pro show this year. You're doing 3, so you got your odds are very good that you're going to do that and qualify for the Olympia this year and be on that Olympia stage. What is it going to mean to you to be on the Olympia stage?
That's a dream come true, man. Ever since I picked up a dumbbell and got into bodybuilding, you know, I've always aspired to look like those Olympia competitors and step on that stage one day when my competitive career began in 2014. So making it to the Olympia stage is a huge milestone. It's a dream come true. And that is absolutely the goal. So, like I said, New York, Toronto, then South Florida. I plan to win one of those shows. But if not, you know, we'll keep going until we get that qualification. But I'm feeling very confident coming into those 3 shows that we can steal the win at one of them at least.
All right, guys. Well, thanks, Cody, for coming on the show and taking some time. We will catch you on the next one, okay? Peace.